Welcome back to Whispered Fear. If you thought the Darien Gap was just a story I could leave behind, you're dead wrong. My name's Caleb, and ever since I met Elias, that drifter who walked out of the jungle with eyes that didn't belong, I've been caught in something I can't escape. That carved stone he gave me, shaped like an eye, it's not just a trinket. It's a weight, a pull, dragging me back to the Darien. And now, I'm standing at its edge, wondering if I'll come out the other side. After that night in the Ibiza bar, I tried to run. I flew back to Miami, locked the stone in a drawer, told myself it was over. But the jungle doesn't let go. I started dreaming of it, vines curling around my throat, eyes blinking in the dark, and Elias' voice, low and sharp, saying, "You're already here." I'd wake up sweating, the stone back in my hand, warm like it had been breathing. I couldn't stay away. 3 days ago, I landed in Panama City and drove to Ibiza, the last stop before the Gap. The bar was still there, neon flickering, but the bartender swore he'd never seen Elias. I showed him the stone, and he crossed himself, muttering about Bojos en la Selva, eyes in the jungle. He told me to leave, to burn the stone, but I couldn't. It felt like part of me now. I found a guide, a wiry local named Diego, who agreed to take me into the Darien. He didn't like it, kept glancing at the stone in my hand like it was cursed, but money talks. We set out at dawn, just the two of us, into a jungle so thick it swallowed the sun. The air was heavy, like breathing soup, and every step felt watched. Diego carried a machete, hacking through vines, but he was nervous, muttering prayers under his breath. By noon, we found the first sign. A tree, ancient and gnarled, carved with those same spiraling eyes Elias had described. They weren't just etched, they looked alive, wet, like they were bleeding sap. Diego froze, his machete trembling. "We shouldn't be here," he whispered. "These aren't for us." I should have listened, but I was too far gone. I touched the carving, and it was warm, pulsing under my fingers. That's when I heard it, a low hum, not from the jungle, but inside my skull. It wasn't words, not exactly, but it felt like a question. Like something was asking if I was ready. That night, we camped by a river. Diego barely spoke, just stared into the fire, clutching a rosary. I tried to sleep, but the jungle wouldn't let me. The trees creaked, not from wind, but like they were whispering to each other. I heard footsteps circling our tent, slow, deliberate, too heavy for a jaguar. Diego heard them too. He grabbed his machete, eyes wide, but when we looked outside, there was nothing. Just the stone in my pocket, heavier than ever. At midnight, it got worse. The fire dimmed, like something was sucking the light out of it. Diego started praying louder, his voice shaking. Then we saw it, across the river, a figure. Tall, gaunt, with a grin that cut through the dark. Elias. He didn't move, didn't speak, just stood there, watching. His eyes glinted, not like human eyes, but like oil, slick and endless. Diego screamed, dropped his rosary, and ran into the jungle. I tried to follow, but the vines seemed to twist around my ankles, holding me back. I was alone. The fire was out, and the jungle was silent, no birds, no insects, just that hum in my head, louder now. I clutched the stone, and it burned my palm, but I couldn't let go. Elias was gone, but I felt him everywhere, in the shadows, in the air. I stumbled through the dark, calling for Diego, but the jungle swallowed my voice. That's when I found it, a clearing, ringed with trees, all carved with those damn eyes. In the center was a pile of stones, stacked like an altar. On top, a single object, Diego's rosary, twisted into a spiral. I don't know how long I stood there. The hum was deafening now, and the eyes on the trees were moving, blinking, staring right through me. I felt the stone in my hand pulse, like it was answering them. I wanted to run, but my legs wouldn't move. The jungle was inside me, pulling me apart. That's when I saw the carvings shift, not just eyes anymore, but faces. Faces I knew. Tom, Sarah, Javier, the group Elias said he'd lost. Their mouths were open, screaming, but no sound came out. Then I saw my own face, carved into the bark, my eyes black and hollow. I dropped the stone, or tried to, but it wouldn't leave my hand. It was part of me now, fused to my skin. The hum turned into a voice, not Elias, not human. It said one word, stay. I ran. I don't know how I made it out, but I'm back in Yavisa now, in a rundown motel. The stone's still with me, stuck to my palm like it's grown roots. My dreams are worse, Elias standing over me, his grin wider, his hands reaching into my chest. And last night, I found something new. Scratched into the motel wall, right above my bed, coordinates. They point deeper into the Darien, to a place no map names. I hear the hum even now, louder, calling me back. And in the mirror this morning, my eyes, they're starting to look like his. What's waiting out there? And how much of me is still me? If your heart's pounding, don't look away, the Darien secrets are only starting to unravel. Subscribe to Whispered Fear and hit that notification bell for part 3, where I face the jungle's call and whatever's claiming me. Join our fearless community, diving into the shadows with us. Drop a comment, have you ever felt something pulling you toward the unknown? Share this video with friends who crave the chills, and let's uncover what's hiding in the gap together. Until next time, watch the shadows.